No, that looks like a penis now.
Hey, I'm Janelle and this is toDIYfor, and a bit of a different video for you today, kind of like the history of toDIYfor. I often get asked, where does your creativity come from? Where do you get your ideas? How do you know how to do certain things? Really, the truth is, I've done this since I was a kid, and it's all thanks to my mom. She's incredibly talented. She decorates weddings, and she is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to DIYing. In fact, today's DIY is completely her idea. She wanted to get my sister, my new sister-in-law, and I all together to do a Christmas craft, which is a really great idea to do around this time of year with friends or with family. It was a really fun morning, so I'm going to show you how we put this together, kind of give you a backstory on where I got my creativity from, and it's just kind of a fun DIY that was really simple to put together. So we started out with these log slices that my dad cut for us. Yeah, he actually helps me out with a lot of DIYs as well. My mom did bring out this bucket of ornaments, so old Christmas decor, some twine, paint, different types of ribbon. We also used pine cones and some fake tree branches. So first my sister's just taping off the bark edge here. We wanted to leave that live edge because we really liked the way it looked, so salvaging that so it doesn't get covered up with the paint. You can peel it off when you're all done, and then you can either create a stencil or just paint your words on. I'm making the stencil out of a piece of bristle board, just drew on the letters joy and then cut it out with an X-Acto knife. Next you'll want to kind of figure out what you want to put on your log, where you want to arrange your bows or your ornaments. Here my mom's actually making a bow, which is something she still has to teach me how to do. But once you are ready for the stencil, hold the log up straight like we're doing here so you can see exactly how it sits when it's standing up. That way your words will be straight, or you can do what my sister just did there. Now when it comes to stenciling, I learned something new this day. My mom taught me that I was using way too much paint on my brush. So you dab off the paint before you go and stencil it on, and you're stippling it into the stencil. Key is not a lot of paint. Okay, next you're going to want to kind of fiddle around with all of the ornaments. That's what my sister is doing here, trying to see what works best, what she likes. This is perfect when you're doing this in a group because that's when people can, help you out and give you some advice.
Berries in that, Melly. No, that looks like a penis now.
Thanks, Mom. Anyways, once you all have it figured out, you can either hot glue it into place if it's going inside. Because these are outdoor decorations, we decided to use a staple gun to just make sure that everything was fastened in place. So we stapled everything in, and as you can see, they are all very different. So there's a little background story. That's where I get a lot of my inspiration from. Still go to my mom for advice all of the time when I'm DIYing. And it was such a fun morning. I would highly suggest doing something like this for the holiday season, getting together with friends or maybe some family members and doing a project together. You can bounce ideas off of each other, and it was a really, really fun morning. And at the end of the day, everyone has something that looks completely different because that's the beauty of DIY. It's always going to be a little bit original and unique. If you enjoyed this, let me know, give me a like, and also don't forget to send me some photos if you try it out for yourself. I know I would love to see them. I'm sure my mom would as well. You can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at JanelleSteeper, and then just tag me with that, or you can also use the hashtag toDIYfor. Don't forget, next Wednesday I will be back with a new DIY. Again, it is going to be holiday related. Cheers. Why am I... It's like I'm nervous or something. I think I've had too much coffee. I think that's the problem.